All right, so we just bought 2 NVDA calls. All right, so we're gonna exit these. And some SPX calls, which actually I'm gonna take one of them here. 79%, now we're back at break even. 80% here, holy shit, these shits are going crazy. We're out, guys, we're free. Took 2 trades, you guys can see this is the first one on NVIDIA. Try to take calls here at that. We're just gonna get a lot of work done. Dropped 2 videos today, not only just a vlog, but also a trade recap of last week. We have 111 people in our free Discord. Good morning, my fellow traders, and welcome back to another live trading session where I show you guys what it's like to be a day trader. Today, guys, we're gonna look at a couple stocks. Now, there's not really much going on other than potentially SPY breaking out of here on the downtrend. I'm gonna show you guys here in a second. Or some NVIDIA as well. NVIDIA looks pretty good too, but we don't really have much trade ideas today, guys. Now, there are a couple stocks that do look pretty good, but we still need them to have a little bit more price action before we can actually make a trade on them. So, I just got back from the gym. It's currently 6:23 a.m. and I'm drinking my coffee here, and last week we freaking killed it. 8 trades, no losses, 3 call outs. Unfortunately, only 3 of them. I didn't call out all 8 since most of the time I was out on the road and I took those trades and I couldn't manage to send it to the group and update them the percentage and also look back at the charts and drive and all these things, guys. So I couldn't really call out all the trades that I wanted to, but even if you took only the 3 trades that I called out, guys, every single trade that we called out did over 30% gains, some of them even 50% gains. 3 call outs last week. The week before that, 11 call outs, $80 loss last 2 weeks ago. So if you would have took every single trade that I called out on the 11 trades week, you would have been down $80. Now, if you took only 3 of the trades I called out last week, because I only called out 3 of them, you'd be up over $112. So we recovered off just 3 trades compared to 11 trades last week, guys. Crazy. So that being said, let's show you guys what we're looking at and let's show you guys the idea. So SPY on the hourly time frame has this little trend. If you draw and connect these little wicks, you guys can extend it all the way out, and here we are currently. Now, the thing that my mind thinks is this: every time we hit this trend, it tends to get a little bit of a long wick here, but this time we have a very strong bullish candle leading up to it. Now, we are rejecting it as we speak, and it has 30 minutes to really pull up some action. I do think that we might break out here pretty soon. Now, just because I think we're gonna break out here pretty soon doesn't mean I'm gonna take calls right at open. We are above this support, holding it a little bit. We are right at trend. We have a strong amount of bullish momentum towards that trend. So I just expect us to do a long wick to downside on this candle and then a nice break to upside. Now, that doesn't mean I'm gonna enter calls right away. I'm gonna have to look for a call setup or potentially a nice entry off of something else, maybe like NVIDIA maybe, or something like that. So showing you guys how my mind thinks, looking at the pre-market, seeing what we can see out here. So far, I don't really see much. QQ is breaking all-time highs again as we speak, but that's about it. So we gotta be cautious, make sure we actually take some good trades. Now, I did actually post a lot of trade ideas last night, so you guys can see daily on the NVIDIA looks pretty good here. Sorry, I gotta clean my screen. The video looks pretty good on the daily. Every time we hit this general area, we tend to bounce. Here we are again. Are we gonna bounce? I'm not too sure. We'll just have to see. Apple looks pretty good too. Every time it consolidates in this general area before another breakout, and here we are in another consolidation again. So I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen there. Amazon, of course, is on the watch for some calls today. Anything above 231.26, I'm taking calls above, which will be some new all-time highs as well, so I gotta be careful on that. And that's probably about it. I do post in my tab what levels I'm watching for this week on SPY. Calls above these levels, puts below these levels, and I mark them off and show you guys as well. And I post the same thing too in the free chat, give you guys the sauce. We have 111 people in our free Discord, guys. We're killing it, over 100 people in it. So if you guys want to join the free Discord and be a part of a free community, go join, click the link in my bio and join the free server, guys. Over 100 people. You get a lot of educational videos about break and retest strategy, my trade ideas, and you get access to me because you can ask me questions. You can hop in a voice chat with me. We can go live. We can answer any questions you guys have about trading. We can answer it all, guys. So just know that that is available. All right, so we just bought 2 NVIDIA calls at 250, so we're for 500 on this one. 15 minutes closed pretty strong with strong volume too. I'll show you guys the 15 minutes here so you guys can understand what I'm looking at. Well, here's the 15 minutes here, super strong volume, and let me show you SPY. SPY just broke trend, looking super bullish. Now we just need NVIDIA to follow through, and everything else is going pretty bullish here too. So that's a good bounce right here. And it closes in 10 seconds, so the volume's going crazy here. All right, so we're gonna exit these. $46 loss a contract, and I had 2 of them, so I'm down $94. So I just called out the first trade, and unfortunately it was a loss, but I am going to do my best to take a good trade on the next one. And there probably will be some SPY calls here real soon. Everything's looking real bullish, but I picked the wrong trade. So let me show you guys how everything's going bullish here, but besides NVIDIA, unfortunately. So we're gonna do our best on the next trade. That one was a negative 20% L, and we went in for 2 contracts for $500. Everything else going bullish here. You can see SPY is almost above yesterday's highs. Everything's pretty strong. AMD's even pulling up strong, but this is NVIDIA right here. So I entered right here on the retest, sold on this candle here, trying to shoot for those most recent previous highs. Even Apple's going pretty bullish. No, very bullish actually. It's a nice breakout here. GQ is going all-time highs. So unfortunately, I just picked the wrong stock to go bullish on. So unfortunately, that first trade that I took, this is what the contracts were. I got in at 250, exited at 203. And we're currently down $94 on the day off of that trade alone, because we entered in for $500 a piece. Now NVIDIA is here at that bottom of that support. We entered it way over here at this entry right here. The volume was pretty decent, nice support bounce. Now I do have to look back later to see what I did wrong, what I could have done better. Definitely today to see what I definitely could have done better, because that was a pretty bad trade on my end. I had some SPX calls, which actually I'm going to take one of them here off of this nice 15-minute candle close. Market is back to bullish again. So this is our last trade right here, but we are going to shoot for a nice breakout. So now I put on the face cam, and so we're still in these SPXs on the 5 minutes. NVIDIA is getting a nice bounce here. This is how these SPX calls are looking now. After that hammer bounce, we got a nice fat push to the upside, and we're currently at break even on these contracts. I bought 2 of them now, so I'm in 1 more. All right, so now we're up. We saw 10% and pulled back just a little bit, but this is, oh, there we go. 12% gains right here off this single trade. There we fucking go. Holy shit, that shit just pumped up like crazy. SPX pulled all the way back to our entry point and even down some more, all the way to the 21 EMA, which is around our stop loss. I have time to put on my face camera, but we're up 50% on these trades here. Going pretty crazy. We are looking for more though. We don't want to get too hyped. 79%. Now we're back at break even. 80% here. Holy shit, these shits are going crazy. We're out, guys. We're freaking out. $100 trade off a single entry. We recovered our losses, guys, off of that single trade. That shit went crazy, guys. All right, so before we show you guys my P&L and my orders, we just took a second trade, and unfortunately, I did not call this one in the Discord or on my tab. Very unfortunately. Only reason being is because this is SPX, and these were super out the money. I mean, every single pullback that I took, which I'm gonna show you guys here in a second, every single pullback that happened ended up pulling my contracts negative. At one point, I was down 35%. You guys heard me say it in the live trade. At one point I was down pretty bad. So these contracts went to over 90%, and we sold out at $105 exit, but we were already down $94. So I'm gonna show you guys that as well here soon. Matter of fact, let's just show you guys right now. Contracts right here, and you guys can see this is my P&L here. Only up $60 on the day after that trade, but let's talk about it. Took 2 trades. You guys can see this is the first one on NVIDIA. Try to take calls here at that bounce of support, but never actually got the bounce. Ended up pulling back into the zone, and here we are on NVIDIA, not really going nowhere. So that one I took a 19% L, loaded up $500 on that one, and you guys can see here, I bought 2 of them for $250, so $500 exactly. Got out at 203, and then these SPX calls, guys. SPX, we got in 2 of them, one of them at 9 a.m., one of them 10 minutes later. So I already marked it off. One of them at 9 a.m., one of them 10 minutes later, and then we exited way up here. So that was a very good trade, 90% trade on that one. And I'm going to call it good. I'm not going to trade anything else. I'm going to leave the day with the green. Green is better than red. Just continue on about our day. I'm just going to post content, work on a lot of videos, and that's it, guys. Time is currently 10:35 a.m. and I hope you guys had an awesome Monday. We're just going to get a lot of work done. Dropped 2 videos today, not only just a vlog, but also a trade recap of last week. Drop a lot of content on some shorts today. That's what I'm planning on doing here soon. And I hope you guys killed it today, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.